And we're in the studio this morning with Mary Ann Scott from Cabaret. Yes. Welcome to Omaha.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
I was unable to attend the show, and I'm very sad about that. But you went last night, Terry.
I went last night. You know, I've seen it before, but this is a very special performance. 50 years this groundbreaking musical has been out, and it still resonates today. Don't you find that?
Oh, it sure does. It sure does. It's amazing. We were just talking. It's amazing how politically relevant it is for today, but also that the show is. It's not. There are certainly political overtones, but it is enormous fun. It is shiny and bright and fun and funny and sweet and intense.
It's got everything. I should say that Scott Robertson, you play Herr Schultz. Yes. You also played this role on Broadway, right?
I did. I played it on Broadway. I did the show for 6 years on Broadway.
Oh, wow.
I was first the original standby for this role, and then I took it over. And then I played it for another basically 5 years after that.
Wow.
So, and then I had a few years off, and then they called me about 3 or 4 months ago and said, would I like to join the tour? And thank God I got to join it with Mary Gordon Murray, who I've always been a fan of, and we've never worked together.
Oh, okay.
So
now,
I'm thrilled.
Mary Gordon Murray plays Fraulein Schneider, and let me tell you, you have the most beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you.
You were my favorite performer last night.
Oh, my gosh,
I just
thank you.
this woman is amazing.
Oh, you're so sweet. It's so, one of the great things about theater is that you can be of an age and get one of the great roles of your life. You know, it's such beautiful music, and I've got 4 songs, 2 I share with Scott that are just delicious, and 2 that are amazing Kander and Ebb classic songs. And it's funny, if people know the movie, none of these characters were cut.
Right, which I can't believe. Yeah.
They're just not even, it was a very revised. So to hear these, it's really a whole other thing when you hear these songs.
Well, before we get too much into this performance, let's get a little background about you guys. Mary, what's your background in theater?
Oh my gosh. Well, I've been doing this for over 40 years. For many people, probably out here, they would know me mostly from my 6 years on a show called One Life to Live.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was Becky Lee, a country western singer.
Which we don't say country western anymore, by the way.
What do we say?
It's just country.
He's a big country guy.
I revised that. Thank you so much. I stand corrected.
I tease you.
He's joking.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, for a girl from New Jersey, it was a pretty interesting role, but I got a real education in all of that music and came to really love it.
Did you have a Joycey accent?
A Joycey accent? About as Joycey as it sounds now.
Yeah, okay,
You know what? The Jersey accent is overdone when they did that Jersey show.
Well, see, I'm from Maine, and I had a Maine accent.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah. No, but when they did that Jersey Shore, they had to go to Staten Island and the boroughs to find people that sounded. Nobody was from New Jersey. Meryl Streep is from New Jersey. Jack Nicholson is from New Jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fantastic. And you've just been going ever since, huh?
And I've been going ever since. And then I've done 9 Broadway shows. You know, I've been doing this for a very long time and been fortunate. So it's been very lovely.
Fantastic.
But here I am at this age, you know, still doing something that's one of the best roles of my life, which is incredible.
Scott?
Yeah, well, gosh, I've had a lot of. I started on Broadway when I was 19 years old. I did Grease, the first Grease.
No kidding. What role?
I was Roger, Roger the Mooner. And,
I was Sandy.
And I actually had lots of hair, and I did it, and I actually did it long enough to get rid of my hair started to recede, and so they said, okay, it's over now. But I'd done it for about 6 or 7 years. I did a bunch on Broadway and toured that too. And I did a wonderful production of Damn Yankees with Jerry Lewis on Broadway.
Oh, fun.
And I played opposite him in London. I went to London with him. And, of course, then I had many years with Cabaret. And I've done about 10 Broadway shows. And I played Ed Koch, the mayor.
Oh, fun.
Mayor the musical. And that was really a lot of fun on Broadway at the Latin Quarter. And my father had actually taken me to the Latin Quarter when I was a kid. And so here I was playing on Broadway in a play, you know, after watching, you know, all the girl dancers when I was 13 or something with my father. But that's another story. But I've done a whole bunch of film and TV, and I did a movie with Kevin Kline called In and Out, which is a really fun with Tom Selleck, and I did that, and I did a bunch of Boardwalk Empire and Billions, the new Billions on Showtime. I did an episode of that. So I do a lot of episodics. I did a wonderful, I'm really proud of a piece I did on HBO called Mildred Pierce. It was a remake with
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. And I had a wonderful scene with her in that. And so I just kind of keep showing up. You know what I mean? But it's, again, as Mary said, it's 40 years later, But, we have to kind of stay in shape. And
I should one funny thing.
go ahead.
Done a lot of television too, and one of the funner roles, interesting roles, was playing Laura Bush in a Showtime movie called DC 9/11.
Did you really?
Wow.
Very controversial film.
Yeah.
After we were just invading Iraq.
Oh,
And it
wow.
was very much a very
Gosh, I love that.
pro what was going on kind of film.
Sure.
It was very, very interesting to be a part of.
Did you meet her at any time? Have you
Not
met
at
her
all,
since?
and I so wanted to.
Yeah.
I so wanted to. It would have been fun. But it was very interesting to play a living. She was the first lady at that time.
Wow.
I mean, it was really fascinating to have to thread that needle.
Wow.
Just imagine what she was like in private life. Like what? Whole cloth, That
Fantastic.
was a
That's
trip.
cool.
That was
First time to Omaha? Second time? Fifth time? Ninth time?
I think it's my second, but I'm not sure. I've been doing this way too long.
A long time, yeah.
So
I was
2
in-
lives to live here in
I
Omaha.
2 lives to live. I was in one theater, and I went, I think I've worked here. And then I saw my name written on the wall and went, I guess I have. I guess I
That's
did.
right. We sign the walls. We do
Yeah.
We
sign
signed the walls.
But it's my first time. But I did go to, I went to university at Drake University in Iowa. So in Drake and Des Moines. So we were close. I think when I was in college, I toured through Omaha. And we did Council Bluffs, Iowa, and all
Yep.
that.
Yep.
That's close to you, right?
Yeah, very
Okay,
close.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
So I think we hit Omaha at that. But I was a kid. I was at Drake. So I was probably 19 years old or 18 or something.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, what I get from this is your job's never boring. It's kind of neat to be able to change it up and do all of that.
Yeah, that's interesting. The challenge actually, particularly after 18 years, I think I was in my early 40s when I first started playing the role, and is to keep it fresh.
Sure.
Always to keep it fresh. And I must say, I'm never bored with the material. Sometimes you just get world weary. We do 4 shows on the weekend.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Which this is going to be a good weekend coming up, you guys. So it really is. It's going to be fun because we do 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. So and those weekends are wonderful because they're usually packed. And it's just, and it really feeds us. We go like, okay, we're here, and we sort of jump into it.
I sensed that last night. The audience was really into the show.
yeah,
And at
very
the
much
end
so.
of the show, it was like very, very, the way the show ends, very quiet, but you can tell they took it all in. It was very emotional. So I really encourage everyone to see it. 50th anniversary of this show. Can I ask you both what your favorite song is to perform in the show? Because there's so many great ones, so many classics.
Well, I have to say, I perform "Married." It's a beautiful little ballad that I sing to Mary, and then we do this lovely little waltz together, and it's highly romantic
And very well staged, by the way. Just beautifully
staged, beautifully staged. And I get the mirror ball that we had at Studio 54.
Mirror ball,
I get the
yeah.
mirror ball, and I get to sing with the mirror ball and this beautiful orchestra every night. Still a thrill for me. Every time I get chills every time I start it. And
That's awesome.
I've done hundreds. Yeah.
Okay.
Mary, what's yours?
Oh, it would be, what would you do? It's just
Yeah.
Hal Prince, when it was first on Broadway, said that was really the whole.
Yeah.
That was the message of what the show really is, and it's so apropos of right now.
Yes.
It's about her own personal life, but it's also an indictment about where you think you'd be if you were in the same situation. We all assume we would behave a certain way, politically or historically, and yet the truth is individuals, live their lives.
Yeah.
And it's difficult choices.
Chatting with Scott and Mary from Cabaret now. This sounds like such a wonderful love story here. I'm not saying it's not, but there's a little bit of risqueness. A little. Just
Body.
a tad. Just a little. So if someone has not seen the show, hasn't seen a review, we don't know anything about it, what would you say to encourage them to come on out and buy a ticket?
I would say it is. It's so many layers of things. It's sexy. It's unbelievable music. Unbelievable choreography, a multi-talented cast, and I'm not talking about us particularly. They sing, dance, act, and play all the musical instruments in the show. They are the band.
Oh, excellent.
They are the
Yes,
band.
they are amazing.
So they switch off while some people are playing, some people are dancing and singing, and it's extraordinary to watch. I've got to say, when we sat out and watched it a couple months ago when we were coming into it, the lighting, just the lighting alone, is so thrilling. And the way the show's lit, the physical production is very simple, done with chairs and some doors, but it's thrilling to watch. The physicality.
Its choreography is from Rob Marshall, who was the director of Chicago, the film. Sam Mendes was the original director, and he's Skyfall, the James Bond movie, and
American Beauty.
Thank you.
Yeah,
which he won the Oscar for. They both are Oscar.
Married couple here.
Yeah.
Finish each other's
They
sentences.
get each other. Yeah.
It's like, I knew that.
This revival won multiple Tonys. So, it's just such an amazingly choreographed and directed show.
Yeah, and you'll just have a great time.
Yeah.
It's a great night out. It really is. It's because, like she said, it's got so many different elements.
It really does.
Is there an age limit here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you say yes. You're saying maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't bring
Okay.
I think so.
to this.
I would say
Little
over
children.
maybe 13 or 14.
Yeah, that's what I would
Over
say.
13.
We're looking at Rosalie off camera.
There's
here.
nothing. If they're 13, they've seen it on cable. There's nothing that racy.
Okay.
But I wouldn't bring a small child.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
They're not gonna.
All right.
Well, it is a wonderful show, and we want to thank you for stopping by. And tickets are still available. It runs through this Sunday, October 16th at the Orpheum Theater, omahaperformingarts.org for tickets and more information.
Yep, ticketomaha.com. Good
And
chat.
he's got that for tickets.
Yep,
Okay.
and great seats. And that's the good thing
Yes.
is that it always seems to be that people go, well, I'm just not going to be able to see it. At the
No.
Orpheum, it's a great vibe, great venue. You got to come on down and see Cabaret.
And the staging, like they said, fantastic. The lighting, everything. You just don't want to miss it. Thank you both for stopping by.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
real privilege to meet both of
What
you.
a pleasure. Us too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks so much.
Thanks.